Welcome to the latest episode of the B Movie Club. I'm your host Kevin. This week we'll be discussing the 1985 horror classic, Ghoulies, starring, I don't know, some ghoulies, some slimy creatures. For those of you joining us for the first time, each week on the B Movie Club, I'll pick a movie. I will mention it on our page on Facebook, Original B Movie Club. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Then you can send me your comments, questions, favorite scenes, favorite quotes, and maybe I'll talk about it on the show. You can also subscribe on our page on YouTube, Kevin D. That is me. Also, you can reach me directly through Twitter at KD9575, my initials, and my birthday, which is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ghoulies. In this movie, we got a guy who's inherited his parents' vast mansion. What he doesn't know is that they were devil worshippers, okay? And his father was like the grand dragon of this devil worshipping cult, something like that. And he was actually due to be sacrificed as a baby, but his mother went to bat for him, protected him long enough for another sympathetic cultist to pick him up and run off with him. And has basically been his guardian for these many years since. So now he's an adult with no memory of this cultish behavior. And for some reason now he's inherited the place, even though theoretically his folks have been dead for 20 years. Him and his girlfriend move in. They are now college students. He decides to basically give up school for now to fix up the place, make it all snazzy. Because he's already starting to feel the influence of the house. Okay, there's all sorts of books on devil worship. He starts reading these things. His girlfriend's a little confused, like, "Hey, should you be reading that?" "I don't think so." So one night they throw a party, kind of a housewarming party, invite over all their crazy friends, and he starts to perform like a ritual to summon a creature, a servant from the great beyond. Doesn't work. His friends kind of laugh at him and they're like, whatever. So as time progresses, the house takes over more and more of him. You see him actually start dressing up in the robes that his demonic father used to wear all the time. And he actually does cast a spell to basically call these demonic servants to him. And these creatures, the Ghoulies, if you will, are all like about 2 feet tall. One looks kind of like a slimy rat. One looks like, I don't know, a little frog dude. I don't know, kind of like Golem, if you will. Another one looks like a cat. And there's another one, I don't know what it is, a monkey or something. It's very hard to see. They're crazy little slimy creatures, okay? And they follow his commands and no one else can see him or see them as of yet. His girlfriend finally gets fed up with the Ghoulies running around the house. She can't see them, but she's concerned. He's kind of chanting as they're in bed together. So she finally says, you know what, I'm out of here. Soon after, some different small creatures, Grizzle and Grizzle Gut, something like that. 2 little people pop up who actually speak, and they claim to be his servants. You know, we'll help you. You want your girlfriend back? We'll help you get the girlfriend back. So they cast a spell on the girlfriend. She comes back, only now she's in a trance. To complete the spell, to get all the power from the great beyond, he has to basically call back his 6 friends and do some kind of bad stuff on them in order to get all the power. Okay, so they do that. They have a dinner party. The friends decide to spend the night in the mansion, and all hell breaks loose, if you know what I'm saying. His demonic father starts coming back from the grave, and I don't want to spoil everything. You find out, really, he's the evil one. His son, who's kind of been possessed, is really not such a bad guy, I guess, after all is said and done. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but there's some ghouly fun in this movie. So there you have it. It is still streaming instantly on Netflix, so you can rush out and see it. The cast is largely unremarkable. People you might recognize. Mariska Hargitay plays Donna, one of the friends who comes to the party and gets dispatched by the Ghoulies. Oh, spoiler alert. You might know her. She is now kind of a quasi-TV celebrity. She's one of the detectives on Law & Order Special Victims Unit. So there you go. Another person you might recognize, I don't even know what the actor's name is, but he played Copeland in some of the Police Academy movies. He was Arnold in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, so you might recognize him. There's a couple other people you might recognize, but nobody would be like, oh yeah, I love their work. This movie was originally going to be entitled The Beasties, and the original script had a youngish person, I don't know, junior high, elementary school kid, inheriting his grandfather's house and discovering that the house, there's creatures in the house trying to kill him. So they greenlit the script, but somewhere along the lines they said, you know what, we need to gear this more towards teenagers because they're the ones who are actually going to go see this movie, theoretically. This is actually one of the first PG-13 movies out there. I actually saw this in the theater many moons ago. I was way too young to go see Ghoulies. But you figure most of the time the creatures are these little crazy puppets, essentially, is what they are. Slime-covered puppets. So how bad can it be, after all? So there's that. The iconic, and I use that word loosely, the iconic vision of the poster that you see, where it's the green ghoulie kind of sticking up out of the toilet. For some reason he's wearing like red suspenders and like a tank top. He doesn't wear that in the show. This came up during a brainstorming session when they were trying to figure out a way to market this movie. Just the idea of the green ghoulie jumping up, kind of popping up out of the toilet. They thought that would be kind of cool. Along with the tagline, they'll get you in the end. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It seemed to work reasonably well, although they got a lot of complaints, as you might imagine, from parents walking by the movie theater with their kids, and now their kids are afraid to use the toilets. Not too good. Not too good. A lot of dirty diapers. A lot of dirty sheets. Okay? Thanks a lot, Ghoulies. Okay? The movie did reasonably enough, I guess, to warrant not one, not two, but 3 sequels, including Ghoulies Go to College. I don't know what to say about this. The guys behind this masterpiece went on to do Full Moon Entertainment. Like I'd said in previous episodes, this was a period of time where it was a lot of, instead of the big hulking monster, it's now a lot of little crazy creatures like the gremlins or the demonic toys or dolls. You know, there were a lot of crazy little, the Puppet Master. There's little creatures crawling along trying to get you. Okay, that was a big thing going on back then. So there you have it, Ghoulies. It currently holds a 0% rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, so you know it's good. Like I said, it is still currently streaming instantly on Netflix, so you don't have to go get it from your local swap meet. Okay, you can just pop it on. It's by no means a great movie. It's often cartoonishly bizarre and sad, if you will. You know, there are little crazy creatures about this big. Okay, so if you're afraid of Frodo, this might be the movie for you. It's funny, I guess, unintentionally. So it has that going for it, which is nice. Next week, we are going to, I guess it's drama. It could be unintentional comedy. I'm not sure. It is the official, unofficial sequel to Saturday Night Fever, Staying Alive, starring John Travolta, where after all the time in the disco, he decides to pursue a career on Broadway. Hey, we've all been there, haven't we? So there you have it. It is streaming instantly on Netflix, so rush out and see it. Let me know what you think. Send in any favorite scenes, favorite quotes, questions, or comments, and just maybe I'll talk about it on the show. Again, you can reach me on Original B Movie Club through Facebook. Don't forget to like it. Our YouTube page, don't forget to subscribe. It's totally free. And you can contact me directly through Twitter at KD9575. Don't forget to spread the word and tell your friends and your enemies and strangers on the street. As you know, I end every episode with a totally out of context quote, and here it is. I think I broke my head. Oh good, I thought you really hurt yourself. Thank you. I do my best. Sometimes there aren't that many memorable quotes from a movie, so you just, it's like getting blood from a stone. You do what you can do. Okay? So there you have it. Next week, Staying Alive. Thank you for joining us, and be well.